was just on the wrong fucking Discord tab. How's it going, everybody? We're back with some more Tales of Zestiria.
Or at least we're gonna try to be back with some more Tales.
Yeah. We're flying by the seat of our pants. If things go poorly in the next 10 minutes, we're probably gonna call it, and we'll just try again. Some other time.
Dumnania? What the?
What?
Dumnania.
I would probably go with like Dumnonia or something like that.
Dumnonia?
Yeah, maybe, but like it could be Dumnonia.
Oh look!
Is that a monolith?
It's like
another slab.
Fourth monolith. Like the fourth monolith in like the last 5 minutes. Oh, look, it tells us about Blast Gauge. It's to the point to where I don't even care what it's telling us, and it could be valuable information. You know? That's not good. It is one of the worst tutorial setups that I have seen in the game.
It's not great. Important cultural artifacts.
I like this spooky place.
This is awful. We can't forgive this.
Is it a point of interest? No.
Okay. But that tells us we can cut the spiders.
I am your opponent, Hellion.
Is it the same one we saw in the ruins? This one could be much stronger.
You've really seen Hellions like this in that ruin?
Burn! How's this?
Kind of cool.
Go!
Yeah! Sword flare! All right! Up for your protection. It's over.
Vanquished!
Well done. Healing. Ha! Sweet dreams. No escape. How's
I chose
this?
that.
Weakness is Earth. And it's
I've got another
crustacean.
move.
To be
So, if we were really good, we would go into our arts and we would go up here and we would be like, what's our Earth or anti-crustacean move? And I would go, oh, it looks like I don't have any Earth or anti-crustacean moves. And you would go,
Oh, you want me to look? Okay.
I don't want to look for you.
I only have dragons and snakes.
Oh, dragons and snakes. All right, never mind then. No.
Let's see, that's physical,
Earth
physical.
Rave has the Earth tag on it.
Yeah. But like, they all have like some kind of element.
Oh, well, fine. I probably missed that. So Earth Rave, though, will do more damage to them because it's Earth.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna look at mine again. Because I was only looking where you were looking. I was not looking at the other
And then
places.
got on to me for not looking where you also are.
I'm
not look.
still correct, though. I don't have an Earth or a crustacean. I've got a water and a fire and a wind. So, you know. Okay. Well, your Earth Rave will, in theory, better against
I can't remember. I think it was on left
I think it's right, isn't it?
or right. Or it's
Or if I'm wrong is probably what it is. You're correct. It's left.
it's
You're correct, sir. I gotta go to the other side. Gotcha.
oh
We're here to purify you,
Smite
but
them
it'll
with
still
it.
hurt.
Okay, so these are again
Oh
Earth.
my! I
So
can see
these are
fairies.
pixies.
I believe they're also Hellions.
Prepare yourself.
It's over. Smite the malevolent.
Silence and humility. Prepare yourself.
Resilience.
Air pressure.
Ringing demon. Shadowfang.
Trigger.
Blade fang. Protection. No
Wait,
escape.
better.
How's this? Healing powers.
Gather and grab
Sword
your
flare.
protection.
Hang on, everyone.
This is quite a bind.
Sweet dreams.
No, I
Offer your
can
protection. I will smite
Black
evil.
trigger.
Healing powers. It's over.
Go.
The ruins
that
are
like
calling me.
the kind of diagonal shooty uppy one that's not super high. That's my art.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Such a shame.
That's not Edna. That's me.
Such a shame that Arise took away the ability to have two players. I agree, absolutely. As soon as we found out, Jay and I were just mad about that. There is a
There's
mod. Yeah.
that puts multiplayer back in, and we're planning on doing that sometime.
Yeah, eventually. Probably what I would say is I don't know if we'll do it like the next time a Tales game comes out, but like it might be in that kind of like vein. Like the next time a Tales game comes out, we might play Arise ahead of that to like be like we're prepping for the new game. That being said,
I was thinking like
I would 100%ed Rise or Arise. We
too.
both did. So I could use several years before I go back to that game because while I enjoyed the shit out of it and the combat is just mwah, the last half of that story had me just mad. So,
I will
Just
like yeah.
had
If
me
you go
mad.
to Nexus mod, there is a dedicated multiplayer mod you can look into.
that's pretty awesome.
The way I was looking at
Yeah,
it
I'll do
is
you a
we've got a
favor.
bunch of Tales games that we've been keeping track of which ones do and do not have multiplayer, and I was just going to assume that we were pretty much going to play through all of them, and then eventually get to Arise after we've done all of them. Since
Okay, so
know.
in 10 years, gotcha.
yeah,
Hurry up.
I guess if you were like in the mood beforehand, that is perfectly fine.
Fair.
It's over.
No escape! Not yet! Resilient!
Yeah, buddy, get right in that booty.
That camera angle.
You alright, Nickleo?
Oh, right, I forget. We want to cancel
Need backup!
cancel
radiant,
seraphic arts
Suppose
with
I could learn from your
hidden
level of
arts,
reserve.
not martial arts, right? Or is it martial arts cancel seraphic arts?
Yes.
God damn it, Jay. It's like they ran out of time and they were just like, let's throw all of the lore in 2 hours and let the fight a boss. Yeah. So my scenario isn't necessarily like how compacted the final portion of Arise is. Mine's that I thought the first half of Arise was really cool. It was a human experience. It was bad people that the party was trying to work against, right? It was honest to goodness themes of slavery, and it felt good to fight against that shit.
Don't go past the screen.
and
Leave
then
the
they-
screen up for a minute.
And then they took it away, right? So wait, say what?
So don't go past the screen. There's something I want to point out.
Okay. So, and then they took it away, and it turned into this like, oh, it's not their fault, it's the Great Spirit's fault, and the Great Spirit is just trying to consume everything. And it took away what felt like a very human, real story that I was really engaging with, and it turned it into just like a, okay, cool.
Yo, but for real though, that Tales had the best combat.
The combat was amazing.
fucking
It was fantastic. It was
loved
very,
it.
very,
The
very
fucking
fun to
Arise
play.
combat, it was so
Absolutely.
good. All right, so what I wanted to point out is this shows it real well. Like I've noticed something, and in RPGs using 3D models and like eyes and blinking and stuff like that, there's a subtle change that people made that I've noticed more in Engage than anything else. But look, their eyes don't fucking move. They blink.
Whereas Engage, they're looking they'll move, they'll
Yeah,
look
their
around, their
pupils are, like,
face.
tracking shit.
Dude, talking about like, oh, something like no one can talk about the combat, it's amazing for like Arise. Yes, absolutely. And I love squeeing about that cuz I love engaging with honest to goodness advances in a company's development, right? Like the tactical combat in Arise is peak Tales combat. They did it. Like, good fucking job. It's amazing. Just like the animation in fucking Fire Emblem Engage is so goddamn. It's the design, the character design is fucking wild, right? Like it's out there.
It's
But the
it's
animation
much.
is so fucking good. Like the battle animations are so clean and so satisfying. The crit animations are so
Oh,
good. The
the
parries
Myrmidon,
and dodges and shit like that are all so crisp and impactful, and they feel great. But all of that that's all really, really cool and amazing. But it's all also boils down to the scenario of, just like what you were talking about, standing there in cutscenes. The people, they're not perfect, don't get me wrong. Like, they don't move exactly like a person does, but they'll like put their hands on their hips and they'll like tilt their head and they'll look around with the irises of their eyes moving around and obviously
Like,
looking at different things while they're talking to you, just
I'm not
like
even talking
actual
about
people do.
cutscenes. I'm talking like you just hover
standing
over
there. Yeah.
you just like hover over was it Anne or Anna,
Mhm.
where she like leans forward and like puts her hand
Yep.
over here. You just watch her eyes just like looking
It's
at shit.
great. It is
Like-
honest.
like-
It's so good.
It adds
us are
it
low
adds
on health.
way more life than when their eyes are just like perfectly still. Because no
wild.
one keeps their eyes perfectly still. No one
Yeah.
does that.
You literally think they spent so much time on the combat that they had no time for anything else? No
Maybe,
summons,
but
no
let me tell you-
post-combat skits, no mini games, a farming mechanic that was pointless.
Yeah, oh,
I
yeah.
don't
Oh,
disagree with you. I honestly think that you might be correct. I don't know if it's like, if it boils down to they didn't have enough time, or if it was just all the focus was the combat. But either way, you're correct, right? Like, that combat, they just need to, all of the work they did on that combat system, they just need to take that, port it into the next Tales game, right? With new characters, and then just you leave it mostly the same, maybe a tweak or two here or there, and then spend all of the rest of their time on the actual story and otherwise gameplay loop of the game, right? Because, like,
Hold on, but you better stop and go check on how your rapids are doing.
my God. Oh,
Oh God, but blood. And I will say this: Arise was the first in the entire franchise that made casters look fun to play.
yes. Well,
Like-
now, here's the thing. You've never played, prior to this, Zestiria or Berseria, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I played Zestiria enough now to realize casting is still not fun to play.
Well,
It's
here's
just
the thing.
stand still.
Well, but that's not true. You've played the casters for like 5 minutes. You haven't been.
It's Marshall backdash cast. That's
Okay.
it.
It's better. It's way better than old Tales casters. I will say that. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
you just don't get to do your Marshall anything. It's just hold still and
yeah,
cast.
it's just hold still and cast.
What sinister writings.
I mean-
it looks like they were scrawled in.
Like, in fairness, going over to Mikleo, like, if I was like, I'm gonna play. Fuck, how do I do that? I can't remember. Switch battle character. Okay, so if I was gonna play Edna, right, like, she has just as many martial skills as Alicia or fucking Saray do, right? Like, it's just she doesn't have hidden arts. So whereas Saray and Alicia have the hidden arts, she has spells, right? So
Right,
that's
correct.
the slight difference.
But like, I mean, but that's at the end of the day, like, that's what you can do your like combo art, but like in Arise, it's like you're like flinging spells all over the place, and they're hitting enemies from different ways. And you're
Yes,
like,
I
this
do
one
agree.
launches up in the air, and then you blast them while they're in the air. Like, you could do so much fucking
Don't-
cool shit.
Don't get me wrong. Rinwell?
Yeah, it's Rinwell.
Rinwell is the best caster to play in the entire Tales series. Hands down, no questions asked, period. Yes, 100%. With other Tales of Arise casters being the only comparable ones, right?
Mhm.
But what I'm
Fair.
saying is, well, sorry, what I'm trying to say is Zestiria and Berseria are much closer to that Arise scenario than all the other fucking games. Basically, is my situation. I guess.
Maybe, but like I'm just saying, Arise is like
Red.
even miles beyond everything else.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Oh, there
You
was
love that
just a
Rinwell
global
yes,
heat.
Rinwell combining spells is awesome. I think
Oh,
that would
so good.
actually be one of the things that if and when we play multiplayer, right? That's probably
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do is just not play the main character very much. Is just play other characters consistently because I probably spent 80% of the game playing Alphen, right? And only a small handful of time playing other characters, right? Probably it's
I
closer to
played-
like 90% of the time.
Yeah, I played mostly. Yeah, it was like 90% of the time. Was all right. I'll say like 85% of the time it was Alphen, but like 10% was like Law. I love
Played a
Law.
fair amount of Kisara. I actually got to the point to where I really enjoyed Kisara.
I didn't like.
I don't like.
didn't play her. Like clearly, I did not play her enough.
I don't
I
like
played it-
her interruptibility or whatever it is. I don't remember what those things are called.
It was the like directional pad summon ability.
Yeah, I don't like hers,
shields.
but I like her combos, like her actual abilities. I like a lot.
Show 'em what's for.
But yeah, I really liked playing as Law. Rinwell, I spent a little bit of time in because it was like, you know, playing a caster that was actually
After
fun to
all
play
these beatings,
was just
you would think they'd
was
learn
new
by
to
now.
me.
Guess we'll see.
I gotta catch up on chat. Sorry. The second boss, the one that does the indignation. Yeah, you were actually
You
able
can
to stop
break
him
it.
from casting it. Not that you were able to hit him and stop casting it, but actually stop him from stopping casting. So he didn't even have the clones. That's how good the combat is. That's pretty fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
I did not do that. I just fucking, you know, mechanicked it. Arise, unlike Berseria and Zestiria, who made so that each attack is like an art. Yeah, that's fair. Arise went back to having normal attacks, and then you can cast arts. Yes. Yeah, so, like, I think... So Zestiria, I think, is a good step in the right direction, right? Like, all of the casters have just as many martial arts as the regular fighters do, and then they just split out hidden arts and seraphic arts, right? The difference, obviously, being that hidden arts don't have a cast bar, and seraphic arts do have a cast bar, right? But depending on how you're playing, the cast bar can be so quick that it's
Yeah, you can cut it by like 60%.
it's
like,
much
total.
less impactful the more you play the game, right? Berseria, I think, does it even better than Zestiria does. So I'm actually, I don't think this is a secret, and I might change my mind, but I'm pretty sure when we start playing Berseria, Jay, I think Berseria is a better game than Zestiria across the board. Right? To me, it's got better combat. It's got characters that I like more, I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
Do the characters not treat each other like shit relentlessly?
Not relentlessly,
They relent at some point, at least for a little bit.
but its combat is very,
God.
very
Ready,
good.
Sarai?
From my memory. But again, my memory could be shit, because it's been several years.
Oops, wasn't close
Show 'em
enough.
what's for.
Yeah,
Not yet. Fight the malevolence.
there we go. Earth Ray. So since they're weak to Earth, everything turns into a power hit after I do it.
Yeah,
Like, all the hits.
yeah. I gotta swap back.
So it's really good to spam that.
I think that's a really interesting mechanic. It's basically once you start using the appropriate, like, thing, you just smash.
Well, it's like even if you had enough martial arts to like swap out everything with earth elements, you don't need to. You just need to have one in there.
Well,
so
you
that
just
you can
need to
start getting your
know.
power hits.
You just need to be aware of
Ready,
which
Saray?
ones are your good ones to use and use it. So it's not like you have to, yeah, it's not like you have to do the perfect thing every single time. You just have to use the right one occasionally so that you can do what you're doing.
Go! Gathering protection.
Ice Reaver!
I did it. Now
Oof.
gathering
Edna, be careful!
I don't know. I'm free running. I don't know
Gathering protection. Barrier.
where am I? Oh, there I am.
Time you learn some humility. Ready?
Let's get him!
The camera in this game
Edna,
is
be careful!
absolutely
Yeah, it is atrocious.
It's really
The fact
freaking
that
bad.
somehow made it to gold is ridiculous.
Like, who in any like design standpoint was like, yeah, this is ready. This is good.
Purification complete!
That's the one thing really holding this game back for me so far is that we get locked in these weird camera situations. You think it comes down to the dynamic of each group in the game? In Arise, they were like a family with a father, mother, big brother, 2 children, which is why they all supported each other. In Zestiria, they all feel like a group of school friends. Yeah, that's fair, absolutely. In point of fact, I actually, I had the opinion in Arise, like, I liked that they were supportive of each other. That was refreshing, but it went too far. It got to the point to where some of the characters had legitimate grievances that were very. I'm trying not to be super spoiler, just in case people watch this and are, you know.
I
But
get you though.
They had legitimate grievances that were big, emotionally impactful deals, and they kind of just went, okay, we're okay now. We talked about it. We're fine. Everything's good now. Let's move on.
Yeah, it was especially like
What?
well, yeah.
It was unsatisfying in that regard, right? Like there were specifics where it was like part of a story, part of an RPG is that kind of like over the top or expression of feelings. And it was a scenario where it's like and it wasn't just one time in Arise. There was a time for
Mixio.
basically every single character where it was like, okay, this is the time for this character to be emotionally distressed and for it to be a big deal. And then it would be like, okay, this character is emotionally distressed. Okay, we talked about it. Oh, okay, it's not a big deal anymore. We're good.
An emotionally compromised teenage girl.
We moved on. Everything's fine.
Mickley
Like,
over
oh,
here with his fucking 4 blast. I hate him.
Look, another thing that's mainly due to how the second part's handled. That may be true. That very well may be true. Which direction do you think, Jay?
Which one do I think is the correct way to go? Probably the one that goes downstairs. So this way is the yep.
Agreed.
Yep.
Agreed, Jay.
Oh, behind you.
Yeah,
Time for battle!
already swung.
Strike! Shatterbang!
I only do Earthrave now.
This fucking spider on our casters. Sorry.
It's
No,
over!
that's good. Good they get handled.
It's over! Let's get him! That did it! Healing power! Blade Fang! No escape! I will smite it!
Edna's about to die.
Strike! How's this?
I can heals off.
Fully healed now. I'm about to die. I'm out of here. Goodbye. I leave.
No escape! How's this?
And you're healed. Gotta be blocking, my dude.
No escape!
Yeah, I
It's over!
should.
Ready? Heals! Let's get him!
Fuck you, you're a high profile and bitch.
I will smite it! Sweet dreams! Tiger Blade! Strike! How's this? I was
I feel like a lot
clearly
of
the
characters
star
should have
of
had
that
their big
battle.
moments in the
It's
second
easiest to
part, like
notice the
how
dimmer
it is in
stars when
other
they
Tales
shine,
games,
they
but
say.
since the second part is barely there, they had to wrap a character story really fast. That's fair. Yeah, I can see that being the case in certain instances, but some of the stuff isn't just like Law's, for example, right? Like Law's moment happens very early on in the game.
I mean, it's not long after the indignation boss.
Yeah, it basically happens almost immediately after you get Law, and then He's just okay, right? Like, that should have been like a big compromising moment, and he was just like, what? I'm okay. And that was it. It's like, it's almost as if I said it when I played the game. It's almost as if they hired a counselor, or like what's the word I'm looking for here? Shit. Fuck.
I have no idea what.
There's a term for it. I just can't remember what it is. It's my mind's just blanking. An individual who comes in and makes sure that things are racially, sexually, etc. Like, all of the things are
Like HR kind of.
well, not HR, but like not a psychiatrist.
Like a diversity manager or
Uh,
something.
in that same vein, there's a term that I'm looking for, but my brain just can't think of it. It's not marketing. No, not marketing.
I mean,
No. It's fuck. I'll think of it probably here after a little while. But like, it's the idea that you hire someone to come in and make sure, are you being is it a sensitivity counselor? Is that what it is? No, it's again in the same vein. A politically correct advisor. Yeah, again, it's just there's just a term that I'm looking for, but I can't remember what it is. But the point that I'm trying to make is it felt like Arise had one of those on like the design team that was like heavily consulted, because anytime anything got anywhere close to being kind of like sketchy, like maybe people could react to this, or maybe this could turn into a shit fit, or maybe this could be like taken the wrong way, they kind of like go right up to it, and then they're just like, okay, we're done now. Characters are going to back off. No one's going to push this. No one's going to argue with each other. Everyone's going to be okay. They're going to be adult, and they're going to move on. Right? Like, and it felt very unrealistic at times. What did we get? We got sub-partner change.
I like that I can actually menu, by the way.
I love that you can menu.
Yeah.
I've said this before. I want to be able to play multiplayer games like this, where I can just give you the controls while I'm talking at the stream.
Yeah,
and
I mean, that's what I was
go.
doing. I swapped out Miklo for what's her face, and then came over here to look at we can hold free run and the D-pad and change out a character who isn't the controlled character. I'm assuming, or characters,
into a partner seraph.
Nah, whatever. I don't know.
think we care about that.
There's nothing else.
Okay. What do we get? I got a new thing. Got Sonic Thrust.
Sonic Thrust. That's where you go. Step.
Edna got Stormy Rain, which is another martial art. You got Skewering Spear.
Skewering Spear. Let's see. Let's just do open will be Demon Fang, and any other direction will be Skewering Spear.
Great. Edna got something.
That's not Edna.
Or Lila. Oh, maybe Lila did get something.
Maybe it's a armatized spell.
Mikleo got Torrent Fang. There's so much death from mechanics in the game that they could. Yeah. Say what?
That I can swap to now.
Say what?
I need to swap my title because I got the art off of it.
I mean, we'll check, but I bet your scenario is just everything. Yeah, everything just has spinning top now.
Oh.
That's what I've noticed with Saray, is that the titles we're just getting the same stuff. It's just occasionally one title will get you there a little faster.
Also, that is maxed out already. You want to take me to that tier 2 one?
You're on Lance Fender, is what you're on.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, it's not done. Okay. Good. Yep.
All because they wanted fights to take place in the same field you're walking in. Yeah,
That's
that's
such a cool thing, though.
it is
like-
neat. Don't get me wrong. Again, going back to like Fire Emblem Engage, that all happens in the same location, and it's really cool, and you can see all of the stuff around you, and they did a great job. But that game is not this game. This game has massive camera issues. I would rather not have camera issues and be on a
Yeah.
you know,
But it's
neutral,
like
empty
Chrono Trigger
field.
started that shit, and it's so rarely used. Like,
Probably because it's a
it's a
pain
bitch.
in the ass.
Yeah, like
right?
Chrono
Like,
Cross couldn't do it.
it probably causes really big problems in certain game design, right? Like with cameras and shit like that. Also, apparently it's upstairs, not downstairs.
Yep.
I can sense the
All
ancient
right,
time.
let's.
We're near one.
Various things can increase effect potential 2 times chance to inflict ailment when enemy is weak against the attack element. Yeah, I don't care. I'm over tutorialized.
Yeah, we should just stop reading these.
Well, I mean, we wanna check them because they give us AP.
Watch you. Boots. That statue has been stabbed.
Swing the blade once, cut off the right hand. Swing it again, there goes the left. The wicked thief cries out in pain. It hurts, he screams. Swing the blade once more and cut off their head. The thief goes silent.
Is this a statue of the shepherd?
The
What
fuck?
senseless vandalism.
I mean, that would be scary if it wasn't so cute.
So childish, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hey!
It's the raid with the Night Cloak. How's it going, Night Cloak? How's it going, Raiders?
What to do?
Welcome in, everybody. We are playing some Tales of Zestiria tonight. We normally do drunk streams on Friday, and we've been playing some Remnant too, but we have a party member that is out. So we're playing some Tales of Zestiria
We
instead.
have a party member is out because he is currently expanding his own party.
Yeah, he's expanding his own party. It's going well. It's we're having some mixed results tonight. We've had some technical difficulties, some connection issues, but overall playing the game when we get to play the game is pretty fun. We've been kind of like waxing poetically about the
We've been doing a
pros
lot
and
of
cons.
talking.
Yeah.
Ready, everyone?
Is that really a scorpion? It's so
Oh yeah, I got a
large.
news.
But that makes it easier to
Oh,
hit.
it's like a uppercut.
I got it! That's pretty good, right? Demon Fang! Command me!
Solid Frost, be gone!
That's pretty good, right?
It's
Nice
over.
little gap closer.
Dreams.
Command me! Let's
Ah.
do some fortune telling.
Yeah,
pick
do be
one.
that way.
Okay.
How was the
Oh,
Jackbox?
this one's blank.
That means your spirit is pure and clean, like this paper.
Oh, thank you.
She's gullible. Way too gullible.
He is very. Alicia does seem to be very gullible.
Well, what does a blank paper actually mean then?
Well, maybe that you're
You ready,
blank
Sarai?
like the paper.
Solid Frost, ready?
Air
Strike. It's over.
Well played.
Command me.
Clock trigger! It's over!
Ready? Strike.
Scotland!
It's over.
Imbuement!
All right, here I want to try to get out
Hang on, everyone.
and the chandelier, which wasn't in the way. What's an enemy that is fuller on health?
Humility!
Interesting.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, hold.
Solid Frost.
1.
I got you.
Yay! It
Yay,
worked.
another empty victory.
It took 2 bars, but it worked.
Ooh. You had a. Oh, that's not fun, Nightcloak. At least it went well after that. That's. I don't. I like. Blessing and a curse kind of like scenario there, right? Like, on one hand, I never have enough viewers to really get like shit bags like that type of scenario.
Their sample size is large enough to have like shitty people in it yet.
My.
Please, Edna.
So with the Sonic Thrust, I can just keep Sonic Thrusting until I run out of SC. Oh god! Oh god,
Yeah,
the
buddy!
camera.
That's good shit right there.
Ready? Let's get him. It's over.
Vanquished.
Sonic Thrust, be gone. Strike. How's this?
Also, I can spam my new art as well and just drain my AC or SC real fast.
Rising Sun.
Did you die?
No.
Looks like we win.
Okay, you did that on purpose.
Yeah, I just intentionally armatized because I realized I was at 3 blast and I haven't armatized in a while.
Yeah.
It happens in
okay.
about 66% of your Jackbox games. You don't know why? Oh, that's unfortunate. It might just be Jackbox, like, gives that opportunity to people to be kind of like dirtbags, you know? So, that's unfortunate. But, you know, at least you have fun,
You ready,
you know,
Saray?
a majority of the time.
I got you. Ready?
Yes.
No escape. How's this? Sweet dreams.
I must strike him. Infusing.
Be gone. Strike. How's this?
Go! They're stunned. Go!
Be gone. No escape. How's this? Ready? No escape. Sweet dreams.
Let's do our best. Awake you. Better.
I will smite evil. Be gone.
I was like,
Sonic Thrust.
if I do Demon Fang,
Let's get him.
I'll know where I
Need
am.
assistance.
Looks like we win.
I can triangulate
Okay.
my location.
So where's this in the Tales timeline?
There's a
this
timeline?
I don't know that there's a Tales
God.
timeline, but there is a Tales like release date timeline. This is the third most recent game. So the most recent game is Tales of Zestiria, which came out last year, right? And then Berseria came out in I think 2017 or 2018 or something like that. Zestiria, which is this one, came out right before that, like a year or two before that. So I think this came out in like 2016 or something like that.
What's that?
It's pretty new comparatively to other games in the Tales series. But it is old enough to be dated on certain things. Statue of the Conqueror.
This statue. It radiates
Odorous.
such dignity.
You can tell from his
Yeah,
expression
there's
that
a
he
ton of
must have
Tales
been a
of.
great
Wasn't sure if it
warrior.
was like some
A fine
they're
man.
all one
I
timeline
would like to
or
see
final-
his entire body.
Oh, but wouldn't he be?
I mean,
More or
some of the
less
it's like
naked?
Final Fantasy.
That's
Some
what
have
makes them
direct sequels,
attractive.
some don't.
In an
Yes.
aesthetic sense.
Well,
Absolutely.
it's true that the
In point of
perfectly toned
fact-
body of a warrior may be aesthetically pleasing, but
My God,
Alicia,
they're
I'm
having
really,
some
like-
moments.
no, I only meant it as a generalization. I really have no personal interest in that sort of thing.
Not at all, huh?
I mean, not
Fucking
much.
Edna.
Just
The
enough.
fucking
The, normal
that
amount.
glare. No,
Wow, settle down. It's just a statue.
Seriously. Though it's true that King Claudin epitomizes the warrior ideal.
Hold on, this is
my.
King Meliodas, right? Not King Claudin.
What? But then it wouldn't match with the style at all.
Yes, because this bust was carved as a speculation on the style of future generations.
I think your interpretation is a bit far-fetched.
Well, I think you're trapped in stereotypical views.
Nerds!
Alright.
The girls
Look,
are over
let's
here
drop our
gushing about how
preconceptions and
good
start
the
over
statue looks,
Can we
and the
identify
guys are
subject?
arguing
What features
about
stand out?
who it is and what
Wow,
the
settle down. It's just a
God,
statue.
what they should be wearing.
Seriously.
wonderful, wonderful, fantastic. That was great. I love that. Yeah. So Tales of games tend to just be kind of like willy-nilly all over the place. They're like Final Fantasy. Some of them have direct correlations. They tend to share similar themes throughout the games, right? Like spirits, the elements, those types of things. There are a couple that have like direct sequels or influences. For example, this game, and the reason why we're playing this one is tied to Berseria. Berseria and Zestiria are in the same world, in the actual
Universe?
same timeline. I just don't know exactly where in the same timeline. I'm pretty sure Berseria happens after Zestiria, but IDK. Which 1,000 years apart. There you go.
Eating people? What is this about?
Please, Edna. Ready?
Prepare yourself.
How's this? Have some
Absolutely. Mine can provide backup.
Be gone.
Take 'em out.
Echo shot. Rock winner. All right.
Stand.
Sweet dreams.
Go, my
Winner. All right. Rock winner. All right.
I
Rock
must try hard.
satellite. Come to my side. Rock satellite.
Eyes on the prize.
Eat this. Everyone okay?
Ah, interesting.
Wow, we got 5.5 grade for that fight. Whoop. Hi.
Knowing, so I've played both games, but I haven't played both games, either game to fruition. So my knowledge of both of them is limited. But knowing what I know about Zestiria and knowing what I know about Berseria, that actually makes things
Not bad.
that's very interesting to me because now I'm like, huh? Really? Interesting?
It's over.
I have not played either of them, or
Show your
those.
blade.
But I have, the only recent ones I've really played been Zilia and Zilia 2 and Arise.
Hang on, everyone.
Clear shot. Command me. One trigger. Hit me.
I'm actually somewhat surprised at that, honestly, because you
Yeah,
were like,
I am too.
you were such a big fan, boy, kind of the Tales franchise.
Well, like, I was a big fan specifically of Vesperia. Like I really liked Vesperia, and I don't know, I just didn't really care
Let's do
to
some fortune telling.
play
Please pick
the later
one.
games
All right.
until Zilia
Nick,
came
Leo,
out,
and Edna will
and
have
then I didn't play again
excellent
until
Wait,
like
what
Arise.
about me?
But I
Yeah.
played all the like old school ones,
Yeah.
though, like all of them.
Yeah,
all the way back to
JRPG Party.
Fantasia.
I've seen. I know the character that is related to Edna, and in fact, actually, Jay, even
I
though
do
he
too,
hasn't
because of
played
Arise.
Berseria, knows that character because that character is a secret boss in Arise. He just
Yeah.
doesn't know anything about that character.
I know that he and Edna are siblings.
Yes. Yeah.
That's about the end of it. And he's got a
Yes.
cool black
We
jacket.
have met him right. He's a dragon in this game. But we like again,
just
right?
saw a
Like the
monolith
scenario
written in
is I
ancient
just
tongue.
don't know any context, right? So I don't know why or where or how, and we don't want to know for clarification, right? But yeah, that's the whole situation. Is we're like we know of the things, but we're just like, how does this all work out? What happens when, and how does who get to what situation? You know, so.
Sure, you read this. It's going to be important.
Combo effects. If your combo is interrupted, you may briefly find that further attacks are rendered ineffective. Yeah, we know about that. We've already been told. Game. Been told that several times now, actually.
Game.
Game. What's up, Odorous Babodorous? Oh, save
He's
point.
just
Nice.
chilling. Oh, save point. Let's sauve our game.
Save Argame. My goodness. You have a way with words, sir.
Notice you didn't say it was a good or bad way, just
didn't.
a way.
Have a way
It
with
is in
words.
fact a way.
So, yeah, it is in fact a way. Oh, that's a creepy
Oh, that
fucking
creepy.
kid
That's spooky
statue.
right there.
Look at that.
That's
Don't delay
almost
doing your
as creepy as
taxes.
the children
That would
on
be
your
useful
wall
information.
behind you, Jeremy.
You mean these two
That's
creepy
exactly
fucks
what I mean.
right here? Yeah, I've lived with them in my life for so long now that I'm at the point if they were gonna kill me, they would have already done it.
I really like what looks like the unclothed child holding the black cat with sunken in black eyes.
The child has clothing, but
does not look
all
like
of
it.
the other things are applicable. Yes.
The only creepy thing about this photo is how fucking big the eyes are and how far apart they are.
felt very like Zelda with like the camera like swinging around. What's going on
I
here?
suppose this hellion must be the source.
What is it? Weakness to a bunch of shit, apparently.
Earth. And it's two things. It's earth and the unelemented. It's
Lightning.
It's not
is what
physical.
it is.
It's non-elemental.
No, it's
damage.
lightning, isn't it?
That's
Didn't
not. That's not
didn't they say
lightning.
it was lightning? I thought it was.
That's not lightning.
Well, I know it's also like the non-elemental, but it's like I'm pretty sure. Maybe not.
Oh,
Anyways,
it causes the paralysis
paralysis
And-
effect.
yes.
Wait, does it?
Yeah.
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 All right. Anyways,
also, I know I don't have any
We're
skills
gonna-
that do anything against armored or fiend.
oh, that's fair. Yeah. Do I have anything that's against armor? I don't think I have anything that's specifically against armor. Oh yeah,
Yeah, you
still
do.
render. So my
Open.
basic fucking combo actually
Just
does still
and
armored
fiend,
and
alright.
fiend, and all. Yeah. Okay. So just mash X.
I think
Gotcha.
you
For
just
you
do
and
your
if you
open
don't, Nucleus.
combo, and
I
this dude's
told
gonna
you
get
it's not like
ruined.
that.
Save it for later.
He hurts though.
Healing power. Ready?
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Do I not have? What am I doing wrong?
Burst.
I shall run you now. You ready? Burn crimson.
I shall run you. Don't slack on defense.
Oh, I'm out. No wonder.
Do our best.
I need a hand.
Eyes on the prize.
Burst.
Your blessing.
Ocean
Unleash
blitz.
hidden power.
As your assault.
Inhuman. Too slow.
Wait.
Let's do our best.
There.
Demon benevolence. Eyes around you.
Ready? Resilient. How's this?
Burn crimson. Ha! No mercy.
Be gone. Strike.
Now. Unleash your
It's
hidden
over.
power.
Resilient aim.
Let's do our
Be
best.
gone. No escape. Shatter bang. Under your protection. Solid thrust. Solid thrust. No escape. Healing power.
Perfect pass around me.
Yeah.
No! No! It stopped at 58. Was it 60? What was the combo?
I don't know.
Try to buy enough.
Pretty good
Oh
though.
shit. We got a problem.
Press. Bring in Edna instead.
What?
Bring in Edna instead.
Healing
Oh.
powers.
Press
Can
down.
I? Yeah,
Yeah.
I can. Okay.
Gather and
Oh right. Yeah, that's right. We can swap them out.
I'm gonna heal.
Leo.
Healing power. Thanks.
Ha! Ready?
Howling deluge.
Gather.
Ready?
Grant me protection.
Strike. Burst. Solid thrust.
Barrier. Ready?
Protection.
Ha! I command me.
Healing power. How's
Trigger.
this?
Awaken, Redder.
Ready? Strike. Offer your protection. It's over.
Command me.
Smack him up.
Power.
Time to learn some humility.
How's this?
Ice. Air pressure. Now. I
Bring it on,
command.
sir.
Awaken, Redder.
No escape.
Time to learn some humility.
Be gone. Howling strike.
Air
He's
pressure.
got a lot of HP.
Burst. Force.
He really
Be
does.
gone. Strike.
He's kind of a slog, honestly.
Ready? Yeah. I'll get my all. Going in here. This is
There we go. That definitely got the combo.
Trigger.
I'm curious what that's going to be.
Awaken, Redder.
We just gotta make sure we live.
Prepare yourself. Purging flame surrounds me.
Be gone. No escape.
Come on. Go, my children. Now then. I command me.
No escape.
Lock
It's
trigger.
over.
Unleash your hidden command me. It's over. Lock trigger. Human. Ha! Time you learn some humility.
Be gone.
Prepare yourself. Air pressure.
It's over.
Awaken, Redder.
Sit.
Scotland.
Solid thrust.
Prepare
Solid
yourself.
thrust. How's
Humility.
this?
Nothing. Air pressure.
Ready? No escape.
Awaken, Redder.
Oh man, he's getting fucking ruined.
Lock trigger.
I'll give my all.
Ow.
Time to learn some humility.
There's half my
You say
HP.
that and get
Ow.
smacked in the fucking face for
It's
it.
every time.
Gather and grant
It's
me
every time.
Be gone.
Without fail.
Barrier. Unleash your hidden power. I shall learn some humility. Erase. Earth air
Be
pressure.
gone.
The day is mine. Gather and
How's
grant me
this?
protection. I shall run you through. Barrier. Gather
Ooh.
and grant me protection.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Armored hellion
Burn
barrier.
Burn away. Pillars of flame.
Gather and grant me protection. This is quite a bind.
I would like to be able to do that. Oh, I died. Oh, hey, I can do this. Oh, no, that's you doing it.
Sorry
Alicia.
for the trouble. Lock trigger.
Vermilion crescent. Burn
I just
away.
fucking shoot.
Pillars of flame. Weak.
Barrier. Space
Ooh.
around you. Let's awaken better. Scotland. Check on the prize!
Demon Fang! Ready?
Demon Fang! Unleash your hidden power! Inflame Storm!
Ready?
Yay!
Oh my goodness! It's pretty Lady Lila. How you been?
Yeah. All right. Full disclosure. Full disclosure.
You never were a lick of
The game's still been
fun.
lagging like a son of a bitch, and I
Damn
thought we
it,
were still in
Jake.
combat.
Is this
I thought we were
friend of
still in
yours?
combat. I was cut
Sort
through a
of.
cutscene.
It was
I
a
didn't
long time ago.
know.
The downside of you having the
Jeez,
ability to
Louise, yeah.
control anything.
That's a weird
Fuck.
name.
Fortunately, I'm
you're
relatively
rude.
aware of what's
Don't you know
happening
that
here.
attack is
I
a
just don't know
Norman
that
name
you
of the
are now.
highest
Not
pedigree?
anymore, no.
Okay,
Means
so
I'm
this is
fancy.
our first introduction to a Norman.
It looks sort of like the thing attached to Edna's umbrella.
It looks like Chopper from One Piece.
Let's save talk
Sure.
of Edna's thingy for later, shall we? That one's a particularly long story. Is
It
it?
is?
Hey, Lila, what's a Norman?
Here we go.
They're a special kind of seraphim.
There we go.
They aren't quite as powerful as a lord of the land, but they can still be a help to other seraphim.
Strike a pose.
How?
Well, they have the ability to boost another seraph's power. They're kind of
That's
like
true.
a maid of sorts.
Norman Reedus.
That's my Lila. You know me like the back of your lily white hand.
Does everyone know Lila? This is
Yes.
literally everyone.
Like a maid?
Yes.
I'm afraid I'm not so sure I get it.
Now, where'd this fucker come from?
Lila's explanations can be pretty off the cuff.
I think he was the boss that we
Silly
were just
Joey's
fighting.
like
Yeah,
you
'cause
could
that's the
never
boss's
understand what
helmet.
Lila and I mean to each other.
But we purified him.
Not sure I want to understand.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, anyways, y'all are Lila's
I have no idea
friends
how much
all.
I skipped, and
Maybe
I
can treat you to
apologize.
some grub.
You skipped like 5 or 6 lines. That being said,
Oh, wow. They didn't even give us the battle results till after the scene?
Yeah.
Interesting.
got some new stuff. Let's go look. Battle action. We got push full guard.
Push.
Can evade arts even when front stepping. SC consumption increases by 10. Interesting. So, like, if you're dashing forward rather than side to side or backwards, you can still hit it, get
It's
an
like, it's
evade.
like armor? It's like
Huh?
hyper armor or something?
I guess. Well,
I don't like the idea of it costing more SC, though.
well, the alternative is we just can't do it at all right now.
Yeah,
right.
but at least I'm not going to drain my SC. I'll still have that as a resource.
Well, don't do it then.
So that's what we got for doing, like, the 60 hit combo?
I think so. We got Torrent
Interesting.
Fang. Oh, was Pyrolite new for you? No, you've done that. Twisting Dragon still new. Gotcha.
Nicholas, Sunlight Girl, Jean-Luc's the Loomer.
All these paintings.
This is a massacre! Who could have done such a thing?
Well,
You did. You turned into a Hellion.
Oh no.
I remember.
That information
It
upsets him
was
so much he
me.
turns back into a Hellion.
I went out of my
Right.
head, tore my beloved treasures apart,
Oh.
and now they're gone forever!
That's unfortunate, little bro.
Sucks to suck, nerd. Bye.
So mean. Can't be mean to him like that. Go on.
Man, I thought I was sitting there smacking on a boss, and we were in a cutscene. Feels bad, man.
Oh, God.
happened that made you turn into a Hellion?
I'm sure
Does
it's hard
Attack
for you.
have a
But can
brother
you tell
named
us about it?
Defend,
Protect.
Protect, Attack, and Protect?
Well,
He protect.
I've
He
always
attack.
had a real big thing for art.
And then they
Yeah,
have a
it does
third
not
brother
seem
that's
like it's
something.
Moved in here
it didn't
a
skip
good long
anything
while
of
back.
major importance.
Got to whittle my days away just people watching and gazing at fine art. I wasn't worshipped or nothing, but I weren't lonely neither.
Sounds like a good life.
I was happy. Real happy.
What?
He isn't anymore. Thought that was obvious.
All right. I was looking for more of a why.
Because he doesn't have the thing he once had that made him happy.
I want to hurt you.
But ever since
And
the
that would
countries took to
Make
Ah,
me not happy.
Here we go.
humans
Here's the butt.
started to get real nasty. That country's bad, they'd say. That country's art is bad. Slash it. Burn it.
Oh, that's why he got upset. Is
So
people
they used
started to
art just
destroy
as
art
fuel
and
for
it
the
fucked him
fires
up.
of war.
It's true.
And that ain't the half of it. That's when they started to move the art on the black market.
Oh, so that's where it all went.
They were laughing and clutching their money in their grubby little hands. Hooray for war! Hooray for profits! I got so mad, so dejected, I felt my anger bubbling up, but I was beyond caring. And then,
I killed them all.
that's when I became a Hellion.
It's not your fault, Attack.
I mean,
Thanks, son. I
son.
appreciate it now,
Thanks, son.
but I'd like
Thanks,
to be alone
son.
for a little while.
Want them pets or not, boy?
Of course he do.
Always know that that's the case. Get out of the museum? Well.
What?
Every time someone loses it, they turn. How does the world function? Yeah, I
Never
don't
thought
fucking
that
know.
the source of all that malevolence would be the love of art. Yeah, that was unexpected.
No fucking clue.
It's the kingdom
Well,
of
I
Hiram
say
that
no
caused
fucking
Attack
clue,
such
but the
pain.
people
If
can't
only I
see
had been able to do
Hellions,
something.
right? So like, that's how it functions. People don't realize that people are
can come
turning
from
into
anyone's
monsters.
Spirit. Especially when that spirit holds hate for other people.
And for us Seraphim, the influence we receive from the vessel in particular can be a danger.
So if I started generating malevolence, it'd put everyone in danger?
All of us could become Hellions.
Can the shepherd become a Hellion?
Yeah, we're totally here to do something about the fucking dragon, right?
What dragon?
Saray, Alicia,
Or the Drake.
people in their
Sorry,
despair cling to those with power that
Drakes or
surpasses
dragons?
theirs far more
Not in
tightly
this
than
game,
you may
apparently.
imagine. Do not undervalue your ideals, nor the things that are in
Dragon
your
is
power
an
to
umbrella.
accomplish.
That covers many types.
A shepherd's emotions towards the
I
people he
agree.
rescues are also his greatest enemy, in a way.
Drakes,
Okay, understood.
wyverns, worms.
Didn't she just tell you not to
all
be
dragons.
so stiff and serious? Oh, I guess you're right.
But I suppose I don't need to worry about you.
We'll get started so you don't have to.
Just doing what's within our power, right?
there it be.
Is that? She's looking up like that was Bubba.
No.
So was that Bubby?
No.
Was that not Bubby?
I mean, maybe. Guess technically.
Was he a... No, he was like a brown dragon, right?
Yeah. It's
He
like
was like brown
it's a
in color.
dark color. And the
It's like
thing we
a-
saw
like a- maybe
here
like a
earlier was
copper
reddish.
or something.
Purify the malevolent. Okay. Hit it with fire.
Well, that's
Okay, that
way
actually worked.
easier.
Like that
Like-
actually worked. Okay, well, we know we saw at least like 2 other locations. Let's go bop
There's
them.
another one. Hiya!
Get bopped.
Man, I can't believe I gave myself away so easily that I was still having network issues.
God damn it, Jay.
And you thought at first I was just skipping the cutscene. You're like, get me through this shit. I don't want it.
I'd almost rather that have been the case. Is that it?
See, I saw this little creature and I'm like, nope.
That wasn't it. We're missing one. Jay is not a fan of most mascot characters in most games, I
Yeah.
think, generally speaking.
I'm not a huge fan.
And he's not like 100% against all of them every single time. Right?
No,
But
like I thought, like Choo Choo from Xenogears was generally fine.
Hoot.
And apparently that's the only one I can think of right now. The Pashul from Chrono Cross, does that count? Pashul's
Sure.
infuriating, can't stand him. Or her, it, whatever.
That's fair. Yay! 10 gold! Ah, there's another one. I was like, have we not found all of these?
Guess that's all the hellhounds in town.
Nice.
The epidemic here should settle at least a little bit now. Yeah.
Was that like a
Only
sub
momentarily.
goal, or was that something
It
we
was not
actually
done in
had to
vain.
do?
The malevolence has subsided considerably.
Feels like the malevolence has been lifted somewhat, don't you think?
Indeed it has. But we still need to find a way to bring the Drake down.
Trick time.
Saray, can you head to the base of the great tree?
I can.
Huh? Oh yeah, sure.
Trick time, baby.
Is it Drake time?
Well, I guess. I don't know. Also, that's the tree, Jay.
Oh, that's the great tree.
You're talking about all these other little fucking trees. I see all these trees.
Yeah,
I didn't see no
I
great
didn't
tree.
see the great tree. I didn't see it.
That's the great tree. We literally walked through its roots earlier.
To get a monument, yeah.
What do you plan to do, Edna?
Wait here.
No, you.
For whom?
For
Or
me,
hoopst.
silly.
Does the bell toll?
It told for thee.
Tolls for Edna.
Look at him sitting crisscross applesauce.
I wonder where Edna went off to.
Who knows what goes on in her head?
Whack.
I'm back.
What is wrong with you? Huh?
I was about to say she's dragging the dragon's head behind.
Attack?
I'm
Protect?
here to help. Heard tell you folks could be using an extra jolt of power.
That's
We
us.
just might.
We
If I
always
combine
appreciated
attack's
an
power
extra
with
jolt
my
of
arrows.
We can bring
Power.
down the Drake.
Edna told me that y'all are trying super duper hard to fix things up. Bum Bum Town gets back on its feet, folks might finally remember the place of art in a civilized society.
Thank you, Edna.
I just thought it might work.
Her fucking, like, inability to engage in anything in a positive manner. She's like,
Yeah.
nope, will
Yeah,
not be
it's just like,
positive.
I refuse to
And
make
here it
eye
comes.
contact. Not happening.
Drat, it's so dark I can barely see it. That's a good thing. You can fight without worrying about humans catching sight of you.
Baka?
Hey,
Yeah,
good
absolutely,
thinking.
definitely one of those
So,
scenarios.
how exactly should we go about shooting this thing down?
Well, we
That I
have
don't
attacks.
know.
We should probably use those.
Tonight's supposed to be a full moon.
Ooh.
All we need is some light.
It's
The
not
clouds are
dark. We
receding.
can see everything clearly.
Let's look for a place where we can
see
aim our shot with the aid of the
clearly now.
moonlight.
Can see all obstacles in my way. The dragon must be in this house.
This is it.
No, that's a house.
It's something that I don't really care about engaging in.
Well,
It's something
all
I'm
right.
perfectly fine with people who are like, yeah, I like dressing up my characters and making them look cool or silly or whatever. I don't mind costumes in games like this where it's like full different costumes. Those are fine. But like, I personally, for me, they ruin the atmosphere. So I just don't engage with them.
Hmm.
Gee,
I don't
Ripes.
know. I got Shion
That's
looking
some
pretty
power
sweet
you
in her
got there.
eyes. Like,
I
she
can
had a
only hear
blue
the
dress
one
on with
shot.
blue, like, butterfly wings and, like, these blue framed glasses.
So Arise, I think.
And then I gave her a super soaker
One
for a
shot is
weapon.
enough.
There you go.
Saray, I'll do the aiming. Right. And I'll pick when to fire.
You mean when to water.
Now!
It's like Hawkeye Go.
Jesus.
Trying to
that-
take
well, we don't have to
Palamede
fight.
out
That
of the
thing's
air.
just dead.
Nice!
Oh, fuck. Oh. You,
Yeah,
It's not over yet.
I don't
This is
how
it.
I don't like how silly it gets in these games, so I just don't engage with it. I do like different costumes.
Even a mere Drake is
Ooh, weaknesses to
this
wind.
big and
fire,
this strong?
earth,
You can't be
and
serious.
water.
You should know the difference in size and scale a dragon has by now.
We are here to do whatever must be done.
That's right. As we are now, we can do it.
Whatever. Try not to
That's
die out
whatever.
Healing power. Aqua Blade. No escape. I need a hand.
Oh, God.
Blade Fang.
Quite a bind.
I need a hand.
Gotta back up. Hurt real fucking bad.
Alicia. More to work. No effect. Blue Flurry. Blue Flurry. Ocean Blitz. Break on through.
Can one of y'all, like... well, I guess... Oh, fuck.
Leave it to me, Alicia. Ocean Blitz. Azure Assault. Blue Flurry. Breakdown. Azure Assault. What should I do? Leave it to me, Alicia.
Barrier.
Be gone. No escape.
Gather and grant
I
me
need a hand.
protection.
Yeah.
I lived somehow.
How's this?
Awaken, Redder. Rutland. Ring.
I have a feeling this is going to be one of those fights where
Command me.
it's going to end before
Time to learn
all that
ability.
HP is gone.
Yeah.
Air pressure. Rainbow. Guess this is trouble.
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
Gather.
Edna's real low.
Strike.
Barrier. Ready. Go.
I missed.
Offer your protection.
Prepare yourself.
Healing power.
Jeez.
How's this? Blades of ice. I need a hand. Ice Reaver. Surge.
Is he changing what he's weak to?
Resilient.
Is he?
No. Oh no, he's only weak to wind.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking at resistances.
I mean, the last thing in your combo is dragon, right?
I don't know.
Apologies. Offer your protection. Healing power.
Ready? Go! Infuse Demon Fang!
Oops, I shouldn't do Demon Fang.
Go!
Aqua blade.
Unleash your hidden power!
It's over.
Ha! Infuse
Got
it!
you. Aqua blade.
Ha! Now! Ha! Unleash your hidden power! Spear!
Ow.
Did it hurt? No.
Offer your protection.
Or maybe it did. Maybe I was healed during the meantime.
Aqua blade.
Your blessing.
No escape. Blade fang. Strike. Let's get him. It's over.
Oh yeah, there's a stun.
Freezing strike. Shimmer fang. How's this?
No mercy!
Blade fang.
Ready?
No
Don't
escape.
impede me!
Not yet.
Burn Crimson!
Blade fang.
I like hearing all those like cancels happening back to back.
Blade fang. No escape. How's this? Ha. Ready?
Oof.
You all right, Mikleo?
I guess we are doing this dude's entire 8 bar of damage.
Tiger blade.
I'm in a tight spot!
Uh-oh. Oh, that's bad.
Big on.
Don't make me on.
I wasn't strong enough.
Well, get swapped out.
Rising sand. Take this.
I can't swap out.
I need a hand.
Now I can. Hey, McLeo.
Malevolence. Take this.
I'm dead.
How we do? First force. I need a hand.
Wow, he really likes me.
Malevolence. We did it.
Jeez.
We beat the dragon.
Soundtrack is great for this game.
It was
Absolutely.
just a Drake.
I was
Sure,
scared
he
to
might not be
mash
strong enough to
when he
beat
was
a
supposed to
dragon
be
yet,
dead because I
but-
didn't want to lag and
Yeah.
skip a
We
cutscene.
will get there someday.
So I kind of held back.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Wow. Okay, learned a new art, got a blessing orb,
Orb,
got the
2
Windmaster
HP,
Talisman
nice,
nimble, a bunch of stuff.
and some other shit.
And hear the
And a lot of
soundtrack
money.
for it.
Look at
That'll
all
be
that
fun.
money.
Yo.
It wasn't.
The flames of purification. Might you be the shepherd?
So you must be Marlin's.
Guardian Seraph Rohan.
Oh,
Who should
he's
I
gonna be
say?
our
I was.
Earth boy.
I very nearly became a dragon. I have no
What do you mean,
right to
very
continue protecting
nearly?
this town.
He wasn't a dragon yet. He was a drake.
Don't say that.
They made a distinction.
Drakes are dragons.
Seraph Rohan. I am Alicia
But not all
Difta,
dragons are
Princess
drakes.
of the Kingdom of Highland.
Look,
It
I
is
don't know what
we
to
who
tell you.
must bear the blame. We who corrupted the hearts of the people and set you on the path to becoming a Hellion. But I assure you that I shall set things right. If you must punish anyone, let it be me. So please, if it's still possible, let us have your blessing just this once.
You're an
Open your eyes,
impassioned
dude.
young princess, I'll give you that. You can see me?
Yeah.
Yes, I have pledged myself as Soray's squire.
Have you? And you're okay?
What do you mean? Are you okay?
I see.
Alright,
The
that's a
fuck
good
are they
question.
hiding? Why
What's
are
up?
they hiding
Malevolence in
it?
town has
Why are they
lowered
being so
significantly.
kludgy?
You're the one who dispelled it?
There's some storyline reason, I'm sure.
We all did.
Is there like some kind of like
Then so be it. I'll extend
hidden
my blessing.
like clause in the
I wanna help
contract
too!
that we don't know about?
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Drake is just a pop star, but Dragon can be in heavy.
It appears the corruption
Ah,
has yet to spread to this tree.
interesting. That's-
Using
that's
this
a
as
good
vessel,
distinction.
I shall expand the blessed domain.
You got it! Norman power!
From now on, whenever Matashtai does anything D&D, I want to hear him say alien power.
What's this?
What happened?
There's still a mega powerful Hellion running around near here.
You talking about that
The
bird with
domain it's
miasma?
creating is in the way, and we can't stop the invasion of the lesser Hellions.
A major Hellion? Where?
To the southwest, it isn't far.
Saray, we must defeat it.
I don't think so. I think
But
the
If we leave the town in this state,
world
With your guards all
enemies
asleep
are
and
like,
your Hellions all
you know,
creeping.
optional scenarios.
I like how there's a Hellion
Saray?
just chilling out in the world that's
sorry,
stronger than a
I just
fucking
blinked
Drake.
out for a second there.
You need a rest. In. Now.
Indeed. Good ideas will surely come after we take
Indeed.
a breather.
The young shepherd's starting to deteriorate. I ought to be more understanding.
What? He just became the
Deteriorate?
shepherd. Like, it's been 2 days. And he's deteriorating?
Apparently, there's a
There's a
Apparently there are-
clause!
time constraints on that shit.
Let's restore our health.
And Lila would, like, I get it that, you know, he agreed quickly because there was a dire situation. But you would think if there was, like, some kind of, like, oh, by the way, your life is forfeit. Lila probably would have been like, hey, listen.
I do like that as well, JRPG Party, and I actually enjoy that. Prior to that, it didn't have the characters go into him. They ran around following him, right?
Yeah, they just. Well, it's funny because that's just been a part of RPGs for forever, right? But in Mario RPG, it was also a thing, but they actually
the
like
Norman's
made it
power
a
sure
bit.
are interesting.
Yeah.
Not
Like-
as much as their faces, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
it's.
Norman's
I think
ability
I
to
agree.
assist
I think
is
it's
quite
pretty.
helpful, and each one
pretty
has
neat.
different capabilities.
They all look the same, though.
Its abilities change from combining them in different ways, right?
They have bad attitudes, even though they're Norman.
Yes, there should be increasing numbers of Norman which you could combine to make new effects.
Norman times Norman equals Norman Hell.
You sure have it in for the Norman, Edna.
Edna doesn't
Not
like
really.
Norman.
Just a bone or two to pick. By which I mean 77 confrontations, 108 complaints, and 32 appeals. That's all.
What
Sounds
the fuck?
complicated.
It's very specific.
But yeah, in Mario RPG, there was one time where after a cutscene, all the characters were going to merge into him, and then it was like, hold on a minute, and they're like physically like bumped into him, and he's like, oh, and you're like, yeah, I got you. That's funny.
Nice.
Could you tell me more about equipment skills?
Way to have your head in
No,
the game.
please no.
First, let's go over the basic skills.
Tutorials.
Basic skills can be broken down into 10 groups with 5 different elements. So in total, it's 10 times 5. Think you can do the math, genius?
God,
There are 50
Edna,
Norman
fucking.
named after the basic skill they
Someone needs to
offer.
slap that
Each
child
one
across
has
the
power to
head.
draw forth that specific skill.
So if you find a skill that
Everybody
you like,
knows that 10
go
times 5
find
is
that
15.
Norman and send them off to the Lord of the Land to do your dirty work.
Elements and skill groups aren't just for tweaking the effects of your skills. They're also closely linked to bonus skills. That's all the time we have for today. See you again next week.
Next week? We're doing this again?
Hold up. Oh, right. We can't access. No, we can. Set Norman. You can assign Norman to serve a Lord of the Land, improving your chances of finding equipment with that Norman's skill attached. However, this will also raise enemy levels in that area based on that skills group. On the other hand, low-level enemies won't give you much experience. Okay.
Attack gives attack.
So there are 50 Norman. I remember this now. There are 50 Norman, and you can find the Norman throughout the world. And when you find them, then you can set them to a Lord of the Land so that the gear that you find in that place has those abilities.
It inherits the Normans, like.
It's not like it's a higher chance. I don't think it's like a guarantee.
So it's not 100% everything that drops going to have an attack 4% on it. It's
Yes, yeah, but you can increase your chances of finding gear with that scenario. So if you're trying to build out your board to get specific skills, you can try to like augment that. See the grid for Jay's character real quick. I don't think we actually have anything.
It's not
on
impressive.
Jay's character right now, so
my sheet is not looking great.
We've got.
You've got the +20.
So yeah, we've got the +20 on Saray and Mikleo and Lila, but Alicia is not rocking.
I've got focus per level.
Yeah, you have focus +1 per level up, but yeah, that's it.
And I've got the 2 earth and the 2 points in water.
Yeah. And Edna doesn't really have anything going on yet either. No, we haven't done a 5 horizontal line yet.
Which is
we've done the 5 verticals. We've gotten the first 2 columns as 5 verticals. Yes.
The first column is 20 to all stats. The second column is like,
and we're very like
HP.
We're very loath to get rid of that, so that's kind of an issue now. So yeah. But anyway,
I'm not the biggest fan of the second column, but it's good to know what it is.
It's interesting. I think it's very it's related to very technical play. But I mean, if you get really good at like perfect dodging, then it's probably really fucking good. Anyways, that is probably going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.